What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy Marcus B. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy Chris. This is episode 115 of Holla at Me with yours truly. And today, me and the boys sit down, and we're still a business podcast, man. Here to give you all the information that you need to know. It already happened, and I hope it was as dope as we talked about it. But we get into the Super Bowl and what makes it so great. So hopefully, it lived up to the hype. I truly believe it is. Shout out to Joey B. I'm saying it right now. Talking into the future, boys. He won. Joe Burrow gets the dub. I'm going to be real sad if that didn't happen. We have everybody's favorite segment. Evan gives his movie review on the infamous Lamageddon. And then we go over the shows that we're watching. If you haven't seen Euphoria, it's one of the best shows out there. Some of the best acting. I 100% recommend it. You need to go watch that show. It's absolutely bonkos. Do yourself a favor. Watch that show. Anyways, if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Help us get it out to as many people as possible. We'd greatly appreciate it. If you need any vitamins, supplements, workout gear, make sure you go to Redcon1. Use promo code T20MarcusB under tier operator before checkout. You'll get an extra 20% off your entire order. Hope you guys enjoy the episode.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Check. I always end up yelling, so.
We should get stickers. That's sick.
Mayonnaise?
That have this. have a tub of mayonnaise, but it has the mic on it. Just a mayonnaise.
This is Chris's mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Anyways, so what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about football.
Football. It sucks that this is going to come out after the Super Bowl, but nonetheless, I am so pumped. And what makes this game is the Super Bowl is so exciting on multiple levels. Right? You have two of the best receivers in the game going against each other.
Three
of the best receivers. The first two are so good, I forget about OBJ. That's what's crazy. But just talking about the your slot one receiver, you have
Jamar Chase.
I was gonna say Jamarcus. I was like, that's not right. Jamar Chase for the Bengals, and then you have Cooper Kupp on the Rams. Cooper Kupp broke almost every single record in a season this year. He was one record away from being like the best receiver in NFL history.
Which isn't his, like, pretty much his. How many years has he been doing it?
He's been on. I think this double check. He it's his first or second year.
That's what I was thinking.
Super young dude.
Wrong thing. God damn it.
Why
Chris.
did it pull up over there?
What are you doing, man? Amateur hour over here.
It normally doesn't do that. And then.
That's look really weird, like on the screen.
Yeah, that's gonna look very strange. But this dude came from like
It's new in Chrome.
Eastern Washington. What school is that? Nobody knows.
Somewhere.
But
in East Washington.
and he's just the white kid that is dusting every DB, every safety, every linebacker. Cooper Kupp single-handedly beat Tom Brady.
Did he just like show up out of nowhere? Like
Out of nowhere. Like he was drafted, I think, in the first round, but
yeah.
he fell to the Rams. Like the Rams had a decent season last year, so he was like pretty late in the in the picking order. Please double check me on this before I start just making stuff
Hang
up.
on, I'm still trying to find out. On NFL, it says experience 5, and he's 28. So I'm guessing 5 years.
Okay, so he's not brand new.
But still.
Has he only been on the Rams?
That's what it shows.
Yeah. Okay, so then that's even crazier. He just like been chilling in the league for 4 years, and like
no
was just like
no one really like heard of him. Like
no one knew about him. I mean, the Rams didn't really have a QB until Stafford came through.
I guess, yeah.
And that's the only knock against the Rams is that this is the closest a team has ever gotten to putting together a like a super team.
Okay.
Like,
I don't know. I don't remember what year it was, but the year with the Patriots.
well, no. Like the reason why I say that is because like the Patriots, it was just like they kept stacking people on top, and they just kept getting lucky. Like the fact that they still had Brady, they still had Gronk, they still had Edelman, they still had like all these key players still playing. Like, yeah, it was a super team because they were super talented. But what I mean by with the Rams is that they effectively bought it. Like they don't have any first round picks for the next like 5 years.
Okay.
Because they were just like, we'll give up this, and you'll take the first round for the next 2 years, and we'll give up our third round pick for this guy. That's how like they ended up with Stafford. That's how they ended up with OBJ was part of that weird mix. That's how they ended up with that
I
stupid
thought OBJ
defense.
Browns just because they let Brown.
They let him go, but then
like,
there
the
was
whole
some
season.
contractual stuff that was a little
So
weird.
I thought he became a free agent, and then they just picked him up.
I'm not too sure on that one, but I know that there was something around OBJ that wasn't like a.
Speaking of which, I know we're talking about that, but apparently, I don't know what year it was, but Gronk, he was going to get traded to the Lions. And he said, well, I'll retire.
Yeah.
And this was an interview of him actually saying it. He was like, so I retired. And then right before the season started, I came back as a free agent and just got back on the Patriots.
Damn.
Wow. I'd rather.
That's pretty gangster.
I'd rather not be on the Lions. Like I'd rather
Which,
be.
ultimately, that probably saved his career.
Save his career.
Oh yeah,
100%,
definitely.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's
Imagine if Gronk was on the Lions.
that's the whole. Oh man, that'd be so sad. That was like Megatron on the Lions, bro.
That was, Matthew Stafford. On
Matt
the Lions.
Stafford on the line. Like there's been so many good players, and that's what's exciting about the Bengals is that it was finally like they picked up just enough, just the right good players to actually do what the NFL draft is supposed to do. Like the NFL draft is set up so that way it's like you're the worst team, you're gonna get the first pick
Right.
to get the best player, and we're gonna give that to you so that way you can put your franchise together. And it's never worked until this year. Joe Burrow is gonna be the first person. I think the first person.
Yeah, because when Joe Burrow was, he was a first round draft pick.
He's like he's the first round oh my gosh, the first round draft pick QB to go to the Super Bowl in his second year, and if he wins it, he'll be the first round to like win in like the short period of time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
I was like, because I was thinking, I was like, I swear the like past 3 years the Bengals were just
nothing.
Dog-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Like they had picked up a couple people before Burrow, and they like the last big star they had was Ocho Cinco,
Yeah.
and that's when they had Palmer as the quarterback, and they were like a solid team, but they were, at best fighting for a wild card spot, and then all of a sudden, you get Joey Burrow, Tiger King come through, he comes in, then they pick up, I think they picked up him and the secondary receiver. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Not Chase. But they picked them up together. And then this year you pick up Jamar Chase. And it's just like, what?
Worked out.
Oh my gosh, man. It's so exciting. And you have like two people that have been in the league forever and they're so like dominant players in Matthew Stafford and OBJ. And it's their first time ever being in the Super Bowl, which is absolutely crazy.
It's crazy that like the Rams beat the the Buccaneers, right?
Yes.
And then Burrow beat Patrick Mahomes, who were just previously in the Super
Right.
Bowl.
Yeah. Like that's
Like
what's
they were both Super Bowl contenders last 2 years.
these two teams fought their way to the Super Bowl. It's not like they got lucky with somebody else beating out the harder
Right,
team
yeah.
on like a field goal or something like that. No, it's like
No, they beat the
they
defending
beat everybody.
champion.
Yeah. specific teams beat the defending champions
Yeah.
and the defending runner-up, and like,
Yeah.
I forgot how much I liked football.
I would have never. I mean, not even that much of a football guy, but I would have never guessed the Bengals and the Rams.
No,
Like,
man.
would have never guessed that.
At the beginning of the season, no. Like
Dude,
at the beginning of the season, the Raiders were like number one contenders.
Like they were the dark horse of like, no, it's the Raiders time, and they were killing it. And
For
then
the
they
first
just
6 games.
then they had the rough midseason, then they came back, and then they couldn't get it together in playoffs. Some dude put money, and this
saw
is
this.
why I love gambling. It's a bad thing. Again, I'm luckily I'm smart enough to not 100% throw my money away. Also, we live in Texas, and it's very difficult to bet in Texas. But some dude put $20 down on not only the Bengals and Rams to win, but he put what the score was going to be for both games. A $20 bet. It was a parlay of, I don't even know what the odds are, but he pulled out $500,000
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
off a $20 bet.
It's because I don't think anybody expected the Bengals or the Rams.
Because Bengals and Rams were already underdogs, right? So
Yeah.
you have
Right, yeah.
So you
Because the Rams hadn't beat the Niners for the past 6
6
meetings.
games, yeah. So it was like an easy idea.
Yeah,
of, the Niners are
this
just
isn't
gonna
gonna happen. Yeah.
blow through them, but then Cooper Kupp and Stafford and that D line, which is like, nah, dog,
We got this.
we got this.
And isn't the Super Bowl playing at
At
the
Rams. So this is what's also crazy is that 2 years in a row that the hosting team is playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That happens so infrequently. It's crazy.
Wait, how did that happen? Where?
It just
It just every
it's-
like the next 5 years has already been set up on who's going to host the Super Bowl. So
oh,
like,
it's
a
not,
bidding
it's like
of-
random, but not
Yeah.
it's like all the
supposed
stadiums bid on who's going to
gonna-
host
yeah.
it, and then so if it just so happens that your team makes it that year, then
Yeah.
Huh?
like it's as far as I mean, as far as I know, since I've been watching football, mid 2000s, I've never seen it like.
well, last year was the first time it ever happened.
Right? Okay, I'm not crazy. Like that's crazy.
And then
So for
the
2
fact
years
for it to
back
happen again
Yeah.
the next year, that's crazy.
But yeah, can you imagine? Like that dude's obviously a professional gambler. Obviously, right? But just to be like he probably bet $1,000 that day on just like little side bets here and there, like.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, I'll take the over on both of them, the $300 for the Rams and the Bengals to win. I'll put another $300 on the Rams and you know what I'm saying? Like he probably set up.
Oh, you can actually do that.
Yeah.
You can just bet
Yeah,
on
you can just
every pot.
yeah, you could bet every pot, but then the issue is like you're betting against yourself
Right.
technically.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was just like, all right, I'm gonna just put however many $20 on what the score spread's gonna be,
Well.
and he hit on some of the goofiest scores out there. 2017 and 24-21, something like that. Like some of the most improbable scores. And that's how you go from $20 to
Right.
half
Yeah.
a
You
million.
go completely like off book.
The probability of that happening is 0 to none. That's twice I've seen somebody do that. Somebody else on some random, like it was like a Sacramento Kings and maybe like a Toronto basketball game. He said it was like a three thing parlay. He said that this team's gonna get the tip off. Then the first person to score is this guy for that team, and then the first person to score on the other team is this guy, and he got it right. And again, it was like a $20 bet, pulled out like $200K. Like, huh?
That was the bet.
That was the bet.
Wow. Wow.
He bet on the tip off and the first two people to touch the ball and score. That's what's also crazy. It's just like it's not like
See,
it was an assist to it. No, it was just like he got the tip off, landed in his hands. He pulled up, hit a 3. They inbound it to this other guy. He pulls up to the other side, does a step back like fade away, hits 2. Like there was no other people touching the ball, and this guy guessed it. And
that's a very calculated risk. I like that. You're just like, yeah.
But you put like $20 in it. It's
Exactly.
Like, if it happens, that'd be great, and it did. But
Otherwise, you just
actually, I think that one was like a $5. Like it was so like such a minuscule bet. Just again, like these, like as a professional gambler, you just like, yeah, like
it's like, hey, I'm only gonna have like 2 beers tonight instead of 3.
Let me
okay.
Let me make up these goofy. Let me try to put together as many goofy parlays that like if it hits, big money. If it doesn't hit, whatever. One of the guys that I do follow that is like a professional gambler. Ugh, I feel bad for him.
Why are you following professional game? Because you want to know about it.
Because exactly. How do you become successful at anything, Evan? You study it. All right. Is it good that I'm studying gambling? No. But can I make a lot of money from it?
I was like, studying alcoholism isn't exactly fun,
but people do it. And
so you can learn how to not be one.
So exactly, you find out how to not be one. But last year, it's probably 2 years in a row, and he's lost so much money on betting on the Kansas City Chiefs. Like he had dished like every week he was putting in like $1,000, a couple $100, $2,000 on the Chiefs winning. So last year when they went to the Super Bowl, he was like, dude, if I hit, like it was some ridiculous number. For him to win, and obviously he didn't win. And this year he did the same thing, and then for them to, I think this year he put money on them going to the Super Bowl. They missed it on the AFC. Like that's the heartbreaking thing of gambling is.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure that guy's won. I wonder like what his break even is. Or like his break even.
It's a 90% success rate.
His net actual gains.
It's crazy.
I don't know who the dude is, but for like the past 10 games, he's guessed them all wrong. And he's like pretty up there, and he predicted I think he said the Rams were gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so everybody's putting their money on the Bengals.
Like and he has so much like easy dust. New England wins. and then
they get
again that it's a hilarious edit because it shows the tweet and then it shows like the last play of the game. You're like, oh no. Then it shows the tweet. Oh no. Huh. He's like, final thing I'm saying this year, Rams win it. Just like
it's gonna break the curse.
Everybody's running to the bank. I would like to put $1 million on the Bengals.
I know it's not gonna work out. So, I saw like people that are they play the they're betting something. They bet by which mascot could kill the other one.
Dude,
like a Bengal tiger could destroy a ram. So,
going with Bengal. That's I don't like the logic, but
there's no logic in it.
It's all right. I can get behind it.
There's no logic in it.
Have you ever seen this guy he's on TikTok? He like commentates on the football games, and it's hilarious. Oh, I'll play the Bengals and Chiefs one, but I'm gonna give credit to Trap House Sports on TikTok.
Trap House Sports. Shout out.
I want to go check him out.
You know that there's a trap karaoke? Hilarious. We'll get into it.
That sounds awful.
Right here had me absolutely swiggle floggle. We got the
this guy.
Cincinnati Bengals. The motherfucking Cincinnati Bengals. We got Joe Shiesty, Joe Brr. We got Jay Chizzy. We got T. Higgy. We got Big Frosty. And we got Joe Mixon and his celebration dances versus the Kansas City Queefs. We got Jackson Mahomes' older brother. Got the physical embodiment of a sneeze and Tyreek Hill. Then we got the Trailer Park Bros with Grip and Travis Kelce. The Queefs out here taking the early 7 of the lead. But look at Joe Shiesty out here running the ball. He said, I'm not Joe Shiesty, I'm Joe Shifty. shiesty. Look at Joe Mixon and his insanely short dreads out here running the ball like a grown man. Can't get into the end zone, but McFrosty said, "Don't worry, I got y'all on my code with it." And Patty McPat gets the ball back and throws a motherfucking bomb down the field. And then right here we got motherfucking Patrick. Got motherfucking Patrick out here being shifty and mobile in the pocket. Yo, Patrick Mahomes roll out to the right. He pretty much activate his fucking Sharingan. That motherfucker activates the X-Factor. I read that Paul with the touchdown cat. The iced out construction worker was going crazy this game. Everybody be confused on why Travis Kelce be open so much. He starts the round running 0 miles per hour, so everybody just forgets about him. Travis Kelce looked like the real cool substitute teacher that used to listen to D12 before the class started. This right here should have been loss of possession and 500 yards. That would have been a 3-game suspension. This motherfucker out here hitting the quad like it's 2015. That shit is embarrassing. Hitting the quad. Joe Exotic with this motherfucking laser right here. Joe Exotic was out here playing like he saw that bitch Carol Baskin in the stands. And we got Green out here being extremely elusive, getting in for the fucking touchdown. Eagles finally get a motherfucking touchdown on the board. Motherfucking Patrick Mahomes said, "Hold my white claw," and threw a motherfucking bomb down the field to Tyreek Hill. Hill looked like an extremely athletic Zippo lighter. Tyreek Hill looked like a bodybuilding hermit crab. Tyreek Hill looked like an athletic cough. Eagles get the motherfucking stop right before halftime. And in the third quarter, Joey Snowcone throwing motherfucking lasers down the field to Ocho Cinco 2.0. Shout out to motherfucking T. Higgy. Joe Burrow was in the pocket, Harlem shaking the whole game. Joe Burrow must have been taking notes from Detroit urban survival tactics on how to fucking refrain from getting jumped, because they was trying to jump him. Look at McFrosty with the motherfucking leg. We got Patrick Mahomes with this absolute fucking laser to the defense. This motherfucking doing screen passes for the other team. And then Jay Chizzy in the end zone said, "Get your ass up, little boy." Then the motherfucking Bengals go for the 2-point conversion and they get it. I don't know who the fuck that is. It looked like Wes Welker. Tie the motherfucking game up. Here we got Patrick Mahomes running around and shit. That boy Patrick Mahomes is back there getting absolutely hornswoggled in the second half. That boy Joe Burrow said, I ain't like that last possession, so I'm gonna give y'all this ball right the fuck back. Joe Burrow with a motherfucking dot to the ops. This is Chiefs we're talking about. The two good things can't happen in a row. Patrick Mahomes back there getting hornswoggled again. But look at this shit, bro. This is like fucking Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. Burrow was out there looking like Joe Vick. Joe Burrow was out there looking like Joe Newton. Joe Burrow out there looking like Joe Jackson, but not Michael Jackson's dad. Motherfucking Bengals finally get a motherfucking lead. They go up 24-21. That shit crazy. Motherfuckers was down 18, but here we got Patrick Mahomes with 6 months in the pocket. Jim Mahomes out there looking like Day-Day when he was getting chased by Baby D. He absolutely shits the bucket and fumbled. The Queefs kick a motherfucking field goal to tie the game at the end of regulation. But in overtime, we got Patrick Mahomes out here throwing up punts and shit. Then Shooter McPherson, motherfucking Mick Frosty wins the game. Bengals. Hey, yo, this game right here had me absolutely.
Yo, listen to
That dude is
the Rams
fantastic.
and Niners.
We're gonna listen to a show it to me afterwards because that's also really long. And for anybody that's watching on the video, I could just me and yours face like. But that's hilarious.
His thing is like an absolute laser to the defense.
Yo, McFrosty is such a good nickname. Holy
Joe
shit. Joe
He normally calls Patrick Mahomes Kermit the Frog. And not on this game, but the last one. It's like Patrick Mahomes out here playing like he wanted me to call him by his real name.
Oh my god.
Look at Patrick. Look at Patrick.
Nobody understand why Travis Kelce
Every
always
time a
open.
game ends,
He runs 0
I
miles an
immediately
hour.
think of like, okay, what is this video game?
Like I follow whenever he does basketball ones. I watch those all the time. They're always hilarious.
He's hilarious.
So funny. So funny.
The embodiment of a human sneeze.
The embodiment of a sneeze. Oh.
He's a simple ladder in real life.
He calls somebody the physical embodiment. No, he called him an athletic AirPod.
Athletic AirPod.
And then the other game too, he called Patrick Mahomes an athletic toddler.
Jesus.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man. I'm excited.
Well,
I hope that the Bengals won. When because like I said, this will come out after the Super Bowl. But either way, I think it's gonna be a hell of a game.
who's the halftime?
Dre, Kendrick,
Eminem.
Eminem, Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
it's gonna be a good halftime show.
That's
You
gonna
know,
be a good show.
you know, you can bet on the halftime show.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this last year.
All right.
What songs? What order they're gonna do? Who's
Yep.
gonna come out first? So you
That's
special guest.
last year. I'm not even a like super Weekend fan, but like if I looked at the odds,
The Weeknd doesn't have that deep of a catalog, so it's like easy, kind of like to be like.
kind of like it was a mix
everyone
of
knows,
that.
like he's.
It was a mix of that, but then also just like some like the odd bets, like does he have anybody come out?
Yeah.
How many times does he have a wardrobe change?
When she didn't.
Which exactly like
Yeah.
a couple of those things. I was like, if I sat there and thought about it, like, nah, The Weeknd isn't that type of.
Yeah, he's not that kind of a.
But like, I'm thinking about the odds on this one. I got nothing. I have no idea who the hell, what they're
It is gonna
playing,
be crazy.
what the order is gonna be, any special guests, like.
I don't know what it is like.
Because with the exception, well, 3 of them work together.
I mean, yeah.
Technically, Kendrick and Dre have done some stuff, but like, not really.
They haven't like straight. No, I think Dre's been like in the studio before,
Yeah.
but never like they never like collabed on like a
Yeah,
song. Or
it's
anything,
it's not like a
literally.
straightforward.
Like, no one's ever been like. I don't think there's a Kendrick Lamar song featuring Dr. Dre.
Nah. But I mean, Mary J. Blige, Dre, and
Is there?
and Eminem, 100%. So like,
He like talks in a song, but that's kind of it.
Kendrick's kind of the oddball, but what
Dude,
a great
what-
oddball.
What if his album drops like at the end of that concert?
I'm so ready.
Wouldn't that be dope?
Dude, I just want Rihanna to drop new music, and she's never gonna do it again, and it makes me sad.
No, I thought this year.
Bro, she's about to have a baby.
Oh,
She's
so
mad pregnant.
someone was saying something about like this is the year.
Everybody thinks this is the year, but dude, no, it's not happening.
You never know.
It's not gonna happen.
Because her last album was Anti, right?
Yeah,
And that was back in 2016.
16 or 17.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. She's a billionaire off of Fenty, bro. Like, what do you?
That's true. I mean,
she doesn't need to make music anymore. I get it, but damn, Bad Girl Riri. Dude, bitch better have my money comes on. I don't care who you are.
pay me what you owe me. Don't act like you.
Like the such amazing bars, and it's just hilarious that it's like Rihanna saying it.
Yeah.
Like this dark skinned Caribbean chick yelling at me.
Just lines like blah blah blah.
Dude, I still stand by it. I think she's the only person that go against Beyonce in a versus. I know you still haven't been well versed in the verses, which
I've seen clips, but I don't.
you need to. It's for the culture. You need to.
I listen to enough.
Nah, man. That hit different when the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire were going back and forth.
See, Isley?
Yeah,
Isley.
Isley Brothers.
Like ISLE. Yeah, it's Isley. It's Isley.
Is it Isley or Isley?
Don't.
Look it up.
Isley Brothers.
Pretty sure it's Isley Brothers.
How would I spell it?
ISLEY.
I've never.
ISLEY.
Look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, look at pterodactyl. What? There's silent letters and words.
It's Isley Brothers.
Is there any way to find that out?
Like, look up like.
Well, I know that's what it's. Jesus Christ.
Points to the. Look up like a YouTube video of like the like
Yeah.
name or something, like an interview or something like that.
I was gonna say look up the versus battle. They say it at the beginning. It was Mustache, Steve Harvey.
For putting together the Isley Brothers reunion album. Baby, thank you
Isley.
for doing
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Let's say, like,
I stand corrected. Isley Brothers. And we're back.
it just cuts to there.
After about 6 minutes of researching, man, that was boring as hell. Anyways, Isley Brothers. Anyways, all that to be said, you need to be a bigger part of the culture and watch versus. It's important.
I have the culture.
You don't support the culture.
I do.
No, you don't.
You listen to the music.
Anyways, what else we got?
I mean, there's the research I've done since last weekend.
Oh yeah,
Last
talk about
week.
crypto.
We're still a business podcast, so let's dive into it.
Okay.
This week's segment of NFTs and crypto and things that
Trying
we don't know.
trying to keep it short this time instead of the whole episode. But so, what do you want to know about?
Oh, just what you learned
Give us the
in
give us
in
the presentation.
since
Like
last
that.
week.
Hang on, let me drink some water. So there's blockchains, NFTs, and cryptos.
Yep.
That's all I've really been researching right now. And at the
Okay.
base of it is blockchains.
Yep.
Do you know what a blockchain is?
Yeah.
Okay. For people who don't know what a blockchain is, from what I've learned, is the way that it's ran, instead of like companies now where all servers that are used to house information or store data or anything that's going on is all on a centralized server. Instead of doing that, anybody who's connected to the blockchain, either by mining crypto or anything like that, who's connected to the service, whenever any type of transaction or anything new is added, every single computer has a copy of that transaction.
Right.
And on that transaction also has the previous transaction that just happened. So the reason why people say it's so hack-proof and conformed is in order to be able to change anything on that, you would have to change a majority of computers' copy of that transaction
Yeah.
to be able to give you money or whatever it is that you're trying to change, which you would need like 50 million computers to do if it's like crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why NFTs
Yeah, I'm
can't
getting
get
there.
stolen.
Yeah. And so, like, last week I didn't really understand the NFT thing, and now NFT means non-fungible token, which means it is technically something that is rare or unique. And, like, the way I was explained was if you were to buy a pair of shorts from Nike, that's something that's fungible, because if they get dirty, they rip or whatever, you can buy another pair and you're getting the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Whereas, let's say you've had a pair of Nike shorts for 10 years and they don't sell them anymore, and you've worn them all across the world and all everything. That's something that's non-fungible because it's important to you.
Right.
And it's rare.
Okay.
Nobody else has that pair of shorts.
Yeah.
And so basically with the NFTs, it's a picture that only you own. And the reason why we can verify that is with the blockchain. So when you purchase an NFT, a stamp goes on the blockchain saying that you own this PDF,
Right.
essentially. And that can never be changed. I mean, hopefully it can never be changed.
Yeah.
And that is why NFTs are a thing and digital art is becoming a thing, because it's a digital ownership that you can actually prove that you bought and own this piece of work, which comes with, like we talked about last week, of like the yacht club, where you get invited to yacht parties. There's Coachella's talking about releasing an NFT. If you buy, you can have access to every Coachella event, have backstage passes, front row seating, and everything like that. So there's Super Bowl ones that apparently they're talking about, like, for every Super Bowl ticket, like whatever seat, you'll get your own NFT of like your seat.
Damn.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
like
pretty
it's
cool.
and then you
to,
can do
you get to
whatever.
own that Super Bowl seat for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so things like that, like that would be pretty cool, and you have that stamp of you own that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I've learned from that and why all that's popular. And then crypto, I learned like from Bitcoin, when the person who created it made it so that only 21 million Bitcoin can ever be mined. And right now there's 19 million in Fluxion, which I actually learned apparently the last one will be mined 2160, not 2026.
Really?
I only read it once, so I don't know if it's super accurate, but
I've heard 2026 more than.
yeah, it might be that.
So
but,
we'll be dead.
but because of that, that's why, right, so far every currency we've ever had has always depreciated in value. Whether it's gold, silver, cash, anything. It's always depreciated. And with Bitcoin, if that ever does become a currency, the only way it can go is up. Because it can only get rare because people will lose Bitcoins, more people will own Bitcoin, which means less people can get access to it. So over time, Bitcoin price will only be able to go up, which is why that plus the blockchain of like the stamp of ownership again of I own this much Bitcoin is what creates the rarity of the price.
And the not longevity, but the the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Legitimacy
Mm-hmm.
of the Bitcoin. Yeah.
Oh, and I learned the coin Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but yesterday it peaked at 67%. Apparently this weekend, or on Valentine's Day, they're doing a coin burn. So they're going to burn 167 million coins or whatever, and that's to like make the price go up. And so that's why crypto has spiked, because everybody's jumping in before they do that.
What's it at right now?
Let me check.
Damn it, that's one of those ones that was like 0.000005 when I saw it. Damn it.
Right now it is not on there. Let me find it.
Shiba Inu.
But that's the thing. That's the thing with like these all these altcoins. It's like you at some point we're just kind of going to be kind of investing in the name.
Yeah. Like I sent you guys the joke of the McDonald's making Grimace coin.
That'd be hilarious.
I would invest in Grimace coin.
I'd invest in Grimace coin, 100%. I'm not
That's right.
betting against the clown. Come on now.
The clown.
So right now it is sitting at 0.000031, but at its peak it was. Oh, so it actually hasn't gone down that far. Its peak was 0.000035, but at the beginning of the week it was 0.000021.
Okay.
So it jumped to a 60. Well, a day it jumped 67%.
Up by still 1/10 higher of a penny.
Yeah.
But throw $100 at it, see what happens.
I'm thinking about that, because if Monday comes around with Valentine's Day and they do that and it does go up penny, I mean,
Yeah. Why not?
Make it back. Make some back.
You throw $100 at it with that much. Yeah, if it has even half the spike of Doge, you're pulling 300, 400. It's not bad for nothing.
apparently there's a whole thing about people being concerned about the environmental issues of blockchains and cryptos and stuff because of all the energy it's required to run on the computers. But
Well, yeah.
For sure.
I mean, at the same time, a lot of people are pushing the renewable energy, and like apparently there's places like that burn coal and stuff for energy. The gas that is produced from doing that, they burn it, and it can't be burned to be used for energy.
Yeah.
And so they've set up like kind of like little warehouses at these plants, and they use that extra gas to burn energy in another part to make energy for the computers to run off of.
Dude, science is wild.
Or there's like, when we go to sleep,
Science rules, man.
like energy is still being made and produced, and it's just getting wasted because we're asleep.
Right.
Instead of that, all that energy gets transferred into the computers that are nonstop running 24/7.
So you're telling me about to enter the Matrix?
Yeah. It's the metaverse is a mix of the Matrix and Ready Player One.
The metaverse is terrifying.
Oh, I don't like the idea that the metaverse is the Matrix. That's not.
The metaverse sounds cool in theory,
What
but
it is, bucko.
that is going to destroy society.
Sure is, bud.
Which, I was actually thinking about it today. This is probably going to get pretty deep.
Let's
but,
go, Wally. Hell yeah. That's where we're on our way towards.
like the whole thing of like people being worried that like living your dream will cause you to make like your life seem more boring, and want you to stay in the metaverse longer.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
think we're kind of in a way already there, because I believe that seeing all these famous people or social media influencers and everything, people see them and they see maybe them living a dream. Maybe it's not their personal dream, but it's one of their dreams.
Yeah.
And they're living their dream through them. And so they're on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever, on their lunch break looking and scrolling through that, and all of a sudden they put their phone down, and now you're back
Right.
to real life, which
To your current
essentially
situation, which is less than what you were looking at.
yeah.
And see,
I think
the
that's
dream used to be, I'm gonna it's the white picket fence like idea. Like the dream used to be just like have a nice life, but then someone had more fun doing something,
Yeah.
and now
Someone
we
had
have
a nicer life, and you could.
not even a nicer life. They just went somewhere. Like they went to Cabo that one weekend, and now everyone's like, I have to go to Cabo. Now I don't even know where Cabo is.
I've actually
It's
been
Mexico,
listening. I got Audible thing a while ago,
Right? Oh,
and I've been listening to a book. I have to bleep it. It's called the subtle art of not giving.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And in there, he talks about how like it doesn't matter how successful you become, because somebody else is more successful than you. You see yourself as a failure,
right.
which is like something that you have to try and break. Because he said one of the things was like a guitarist for a band who like was playing in the band and everything was fine, and all of a sudden one day they just kicked him out. And I was like, okay, well I'm gonna start my own band, and I'm gonna be more successful. We're gonna like sell records and do everything. And he created his band, and they went gold on their first album, and like sold out tours and everything like that. Well, that band was death metal deaths, something like that. Pretty popular band.
Okay.
The band he got kicked out of was Metallica.
Oh, damn.
So, in his mind, even though his band became what he wanted it to be,
Yeah.
because the band he got kicked out of wasn't
Was
like
still
is more successful than
technically
him.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy to like see things like in that perspective, which I always have, but just like having a way to, like explained it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn to like sort of not view life through other people's lenses.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sort of like understand like this is just me. Like this is my
Comparison is the thief of joy.
yeah. Like it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to I know I do it all the time. Like every time I see someone like living a life, I'm like, ooh, I want to do that, and then I get to that point, and I'm like, I mean, heck, when I was in college, I was like, ooh, I want to be a band director so badly, and then I got to be a band director. I'm just like, glad I wanted this.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, but it's like the idea that it could always be better. No, it can't. This is as best as it gets right now.
Well, because like when I got this book, I thought it was gonna be about just kind of like shutting off the world, but it's about like I don't care what you do and what you say or whatever you're doing. I'm gonna work on me
Right.
and making myself to get to where I want to be. So I don't want to look at whoever's above me in whatever profession, whatever I am at, because once I get to where I'm at, that's where I want to be. And so like in order to be happy, you have to set aside those people who are above you.
Yeah.
In a way. But like another analogy was a king didn't want his son to have like any suffering.
Yeah.
And so he built like high walls and kept him shielded from everything, and he still became obviously like what most rich people become snotty and feel like everything is handed to him. And
prick. Yeah.
he eventually got to the point where he wanted to disobey him, and he went outside the walls and started seeing the village of people starving and homeless and all these people who are suffering. And he's like, well, what is like point of my life living if like these people are like this? And he ran away and became homeless for like 14 years.
Hell yeah.
Feeding off of nothing but like scraps
Well, it's just that
to actually feel something.
that circle chart. Hard men.
Oh,
make
yeah.
Soft times. Soft times make soft men.
Hard times make good men.
What? No, dude, I was saying it. What? Hard men make soft times make soft men make hard times make hard men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
saying,
we're in the soft men make hard times. That's where we're at right now in like the cycle of
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely I had that thought the other day. I was like, man, people in like World War II were like really living through stuff.
Yeah, that was hard times.
Like,
that was real hard.
Can you
times.
imagine like going through the Great Depression right now? I don't know what that would look like.
That looks like a wheelbarrow of money
Eating like
for a loaf of bread.
Eating like hardtack, like and stuff right now. I don't know what that, like, I don't know what that feels like.
I'm out. I'm leaving.
Like what one of the teachers like I had to do 6th grade testing today, which actually the group was like good, so it was okay. But one of the teachers was like, yeah, after a testing day, I really I want a treat. So they like ordered canes. I was like, you did nothing, right? You stood there.
I hate people.
This isn't like.
Why do you deserve a treat?
After standing like in a room for 4 hours, like you don't deserve a treat for that.
This is why I hate our profession.
We're
surrounded by such soft people.
It was really hard. It was really hard.
Such soft people.
That testing was really hard.
That think their lives are hard. I'm gonna tell you, it's not hard.
It's not really that.
You're just weak.
Especially now that the tests are like all online. Like the kids knew what to do. Like
yeah, you literally have to do nothing. Just like, hey, bro, log in. You know what your login is? Cool. All right, click next when you're done.
Like I like freaked out one time because the ID wasn't working. And then one of the administrators showed up at the door. It was like, yeah, that one's old. Here's the new one. And I was like, cool. Here's the new one, kids. And they logged in. They were all fine. I was like, glad I'm here.
On to the next thing.
I just walked around. I was like, what? Y'all really need people to do this? Like, oh, man. Yeah.
I think it's really just to keep kids from like cheating. But
yeah, it's to keep them from cheating. But like still,
it's mad difficult to cheat off a screen.
Well, like, as soon as the teacher leaves the room, everybody's like, hey, y'all get the answer to this? Or, y'all know what this is? Or...
But the screens eliminate you being able to backpedal what you've done. So unless you're keeping up with the person next to you, 100%, you're going to miss a couple answers.
I would like it if the tests were, like, randomized, because you can do that on screens, too.
And they are.
Like, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I could have sworn I saw like the same answers on like the same.
Maybe I don't know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. You wouldn't take that gamble as a kid. I used to cheat. I'm not taking that gamble. If you tell me that there's a chance that
those answers are random,
damn, I'm paying attention. All right, let me figure it out.
All of a sudden, I gotta actually.
Can I actually work? You tell me I gotta actually pay attention to this damn history class? Shut up. Yeah. No. Makes me angry.
Because you talked about, too, about, like, anytime you reach a happiness, like, that's the new, like, kind of bar that you set.
Yeah.
And so, like, it eventually becomes the expectation. And so even though you're always at that level, it eventually becomes your low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have to basically keep yourself humbled and not let yourself, like, keep raising the bar. Because otherwise you will never, like, escape the bar.
It's all like working out. No matter how much money I have, $225 is still $225.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I gotta pick. I gotta get it off my chest, or else I'm gonna die.
What's the who's that one? That one like bodybuilder. He's like
I think I know what you're talking
about.
CT Fletcher.
Yeah, like, hey, nobody want to lift this heavy ass weight.
I love CT Fletcher. Hit me with a CT Fletcher. Like, I need it in my life. Go to YouTube and hit me with the damn CT Fletcher hype video.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift this heavy ass
weight.
What am I looking up?
CT. Just look up CT Fletcher motivation.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder.
I still need his beanie. ISYMFS. It's still your motherfucking set. Yeah.
I have that mindset though, when it comes to certain things. Like at work, we had a big thing of it's like fiber cable. It's like a bunch of small cables for like phone and internet connections and stuff. And we pulled it out of some building, and I was trying to get it in a 50-gallon barrel. And one of my coworkers was like, "You're not gonna get all that fit." And I was like, "Yeah." 10 minutes later, what'd you say? I still got an eighth of the barrel left.
I'll do it again if you want to.
Again. I'll take it out. I'll show it. You can watch this time. See, the only issue with that type of motivation, because that's how I function. If you're not actively working against something, it's hard to get up and like continue that. Yeah, get after it.
Yeah.
Because like nobody's telling me that I'm a piece of shit anymore. Like I need somebody.
Yeah, you can't fight against.
Somebody tell me I'm soft, so that way I can punch you in the throat.
There's nothing to fight against right now.
Yes,
it's purely internal.
It's just internal. And like when I get internal, I'm just like thinking about like.
I feel like it's always been internal though. You know what I mean?
It's always been internal, but yeah, at least. But previously, I could say like, "Hey, man."
The excuse was,
I'm not supposed to be in college. I'm not supposed to be a music major. They told me I'm not supposed to be a music major 3 times. Here I am. Let me body it up, and now nobody's like, "Hey, man, you're doing a good job." Shut up. Tell me I suck, bro.
Tell me I'm bad.
Tell me I'm bad.
Spit on me. That's a different thing.
Hold on. Man, dude, I love C.T. Fletcher. I know that there's a way to do it, and I looked it up, but I was like half asleep when I looked it up. But like, I just need either him or David Goggins as my alarm clock every morning.
Cameo.
Cameo?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know what Cameo is?
That's just like the. Oh. Hell yeah. Ronnie Coleman, baby. Lightweight, baby!
Oh shit!
That's Ronnie Coleman,
Yeah,
baby.
doing reps with that.
That's Ronnie Coleman. That's my Mr. Olympia.
I thought it was gonna be the.
Nah, that's just Ronnie
I
Coleman
wanna
being
be a
Ronnie
body-
Coleman, baby. That's just him yelling lightweight, baby. I love.
It's kind of weird when he has a high.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight.
Hell yeah, man. He's in a rough spot because I mean, he was balling out. I mean, you just saw him squat like. I think that looks somewhere close, like 700 pounds.
So
That was not a few plates, baby. That was that was 6 or 7 on each side with some
That
change.
was easily the weight of my car. No,
I don't know about that.
It's a Fiat.
Yeah, so that's a
Mia's old car. Yeah.
tiny car.
Wait, no, she didn't have a Fiat.
Yeah.
She did, right? Yeah. I'm tripping. Yeah, it's about a Fiat. Yeah, just. Yeah. But going back to how we got onto this topic, but just like the finding things to humble yourself. That's why I like martial arts, and that's why I like lifting weights.
Yeah, it's very. They're very honest.
Keeps you honest, man.
Very honest.
I think I can lift big, and like every time I think I'm feeling good, I'll go hit a different workout. Like I did today. Like I've been feeling good about the bench, feeling really good about that. Did incline and decline today, and then I went to shoulder presses. I was like, oh,
you find a deficiency, and you're like, oh, I'm not.
no.
I'm not the machine. Like I'm not.
I always want to put the bar to start, no matter what the exercise is. But if it's got the bar, that's like the first thing. Just like make sure I'm engaging the right muscles and all that. Like I would depress the first time, and I was like, ooh, okay, oh god, all right. I haven't worked out shoulders in a while. Damn it. Oh yeah, this sucks. Okay, I'm back to being humbled. All right, this is only 45 pounds, and I'm
Still like.
That you're feeling really good about yourself, and you look over and there's some dude lifting twice as much as you, and you're like,
that's why I love going to the field house, man, because everybody on there is either on steroids or used to be on steroids. Or, like
Planet Fitness actually has a lot more like fit guys there now.
I don't believe in it, bro.
They're probably not on the level that
It's
like
not
is
real.
there, but
I've seen people that weigh like nobody got that size from Planet Fitness.
Well, probably not.
You can
but-
keep your size at Planet Fitness,
Right.
but you're not getting. You can't. They don't have enough weight.
That's true.
They just feel like their gym, the capacity of weight that you're able to move, isn't.
When I do leg press, I have to grab 2 plates for each side off of another, like those squat machines.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody's using them.
But then even then, their leg press machine only has the 2 bars.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Like-
the second row.
The leg press at Fieldhouse has the 2 bars, the upper deck, and then the second stack on top, like to throw 25s on. Like,
Yeah.
they-
I know, because when I work out in Lubbock, because Mia goes to the rec center for
yeah.
the Texas Tech for free, and then I pay like a $10 day pass.
Nice.
That was the first time I ever pushed myself on a leg press because I could,
Yeah.
and I went up to like I think it was 610 for 10 reps.
Oh yeah.
That was like the most I've ever lifted with my legs, and it felt really good.
Fuck good, man.
I love working out my legs. A lot of guys like hate working out legs. I love it.
Yeah, I never really got that. Like it's
I love it because I hate it.
Part of it's that,
Like, God, it sucks. Ugh. All right, squat time.
but it's the only time like I actually feel like I'm working out. Like it's the only time I get drenched in sweat and I start
that.
panting and like it hurts to breathe.
yeah. If I'm doing like any kind of upper body stuff, it just feels like I'm just doing it to do it. I'm not doing it to work out. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this weight up.
You're
Like,
not lifting heavy enough.
yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Because I don't feel. I'm always like, I'm gonna die. All right, I made it.
I mean I do that, but it's just not on the same level as.
I get what
the
you're
legs.
saying for sure. It definitely is a different feeling when you're deadlifting or squatting as opposed to just like bicep curl. Yeah. All right.
Cause like it's sort of like if you can't get up, it's like oh you drop it. But if you can get that squat up,
You die.
yeah,
That's what's fun about it.
That's
It's the fear.
the fear of it. That's and you talk about the humility of lifting. Like that's, I think deadlifting is the most.
I was just thinking
the
that. I was
most
like,
humbling
deadlifting
thing,
is definitely the
because
most.
it's just like either you can pick it off the floor or you can't, and it's such a defeating feel. Like when if you fail on squat, you're just like, all right, you go down, you maybe go halfway up, and then like your spotter, if you have a spotter, like catches you, picks you up, and you rack. You're like, damn, I got about halfway there. But just on deadlift, it's just like.
There's no need for a spotter or anything. It's just the bar is going up or it's going down or it's not moving.
the other thing that'll help you too is you look over and you're like, oh this dude's about to do deadlift, and he hang cleans it.
Oh, dude.
That's always so. I see a lot of those videos on TikTok where dudes are like, you're like, all right, here we go. I'm like,
He's like, you're like, oh that's a heavy deadlift, and he just
Boop boop.
cleans it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was watching a freak monster. Excuse me, sir.
and then he
Up,
Press
presses
it.
it,
Oh,
clean and a jerk. All right, cool, great.
I'm gonna go back to the Smith machine where I belong. I'm sorry I bothered you, sir. You take all the time you need.
That's the kind of strength I want.
take all my plates. I'm not gonna need them.
I guess I don't deserve them. You do.
Like, you think it's possible to do like 135, moving that around? Like you think clean and jerking
probably-
that? That's
I could probably do that right now if I knew the proper form.
yeah. That's my thing. It's like I probably could do it right now, but like not like
I didn't grow up doing those lifts.
I would
so,
hurt
like,
myself.
just don't
And I was
know.
like actually lifting and swim my freshman and sophomore year. I could hang clean 45s.
So
I could
135.
press I think
135,
35s, but
Just yeet. This hang clean is such a wild thing to watch because you're just like, it's on the floor and now it's above me, and that's supposed to be one motion. Excuse me.
because you gotta like jerk it and then get under it and
Yeah.
stand up with it.
Goofy. Yeah. Anyways, anything else, boys? What else we got?
All right.
We
let's-
never went over what we were watching last time. I mean,
All
I
right.
probably have something.
Let me
We'll get into that. I finished the show, so I do want to talk about that.
well, I mean, we're talking about what we're watching, so.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
I'm gonna do a short movie review. Here we go, folks.
Oh.
We're gonna talk about it.
Everybody's
we're gonna
favorite.
talk about it. We're talking about Llamageddon here,
Oh,
folks.
goddamn.
Llamageddon. Now, I'm just going to describe briefly the plot of Llamageddon.
Okay.
Okay? So, death metal llamas from outer space.
Death metal.
Death metal llamas.
Okay.
The planet's mostly, it's animated, and it's a bunch of llamas.
Okay.
One of them takes a spaceship, and they get crashed, so they wind up getting sent to Earth in their spaceship.
Gotcha.
Which is like a trailer. You know, like they put like
a farming trailer.
like they put like aluminum siding on a trailer to like film it. And
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They put a llama in the back of a trailer.
Oh my god.
So it gets it hits a farm, and this farm is owned by this couple.
Is it all animated?
No, when they get to Earth, it becomes live action.
Gotcha. Okay.
The llama kills the couple.
Oh, good.
And so they have to have a funeral, right? So they go. There's a family, other part of the family. It's 2 kids and their mom, because the dad got divorced a long time ago. The 2 kids and the mom go to a funeral, and the mom is like, "Oh, I got to go figure out all the will and stuff." So the kids go stay at the grandparents' house where they died.
Good.
But the llama is still there.
Okay.
So the kids are like, they feel like they're in high school, maybe college. So then there's the boy. He's like a virgin, dork, super weird, super greasy and sweaty. The girl's just a girl.
Word.
So she decides to call everybody. Well, she tells her friend to call everybody, and I'll do the same. Could you imagine that if I said, "Hey, you call everybody, and I'll do the same"? What does that mean?
So who's calling who? What? Do you have a list for me?
What does that mean? I know. So they have a party at the and then the llama attacks the party,
Okay.
slowly killing person after person. The llama gets a big group of them, but they all get in a hot tub, and one of them throws a radio over the hot tub, and the llama smacks the radio into the hot tub, shocks them all.
Wow.
For like 5 minutes though.
Huh.
Like 5 minutes of.
Oh, good.
It's really bad.
Oh, look.
What is that?
That's the.
Is that not the
Oh
same?
yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, that's
So
literally the scene.
the llamas are just chilling. They're not like ninja mode or anything. They're just chilling right there. And nobody's saying none?
Correct.
Okay.
That's the weird part, is that no one was saying anything, and then you just see a llama, fake llama hand come down and smack the radio into there. But yeah, so the llama kills a bunch of people. At one point, the llama, I'm gonna say it, ejaculates onto someone.
Okay.
I think it's vomit, but it's like it turns them into a llama person. Because why would a space llama make another llama? To have sex with it. To make
Makes
more,
sense to
to
me.
make
Yep.
more llamas.
Yep.
So, yeah. Then eventually, the kid's dad, they're like the final 2. Eventually, and the kid's dad shows up. They call the dad, and the dad shows up, and the dad shotguns the llama. They have a fight for a while, and then he dies. The dad dies, and the llama gets shot. And that's how it ends. Llamageddon.
That's it. That's just how it ends.
Now,
Did you ever look at the budget for this movie?
I'd be very interested to know. I don't know how much.
All right, give us
Let's
some
take
movie
guesses.
specs, Chris.
Let's take some guesses.
I'm gonna say like $600.
I'll highball it at $5,000.
Okay, second guess. How did they get the money?
I'm gonna say
Lottery.
GoFundMe.
So the budget was just under $3,000 as a grant from a professor at a university.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That makes me sad.
Because the interesting part about this movie was this is my first time watching one of these bad movies and like kind of like getting it that I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be bad. But then there was times where it was like they had a weird thing where they like had it was like a minute where they like up close on people's faces and they like this part, like just the little mouth, and they were all like biting their lips and like, well, because it started with here, shake my hand hard though, for. And then up close on the guy's mouths, that's a firm grip you got there. And then the girl Leah goes, "You two can measure your dicks later." And then her friend goes, hot tub. Then it keeps biting her lip.
And it's just all close up on mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird, like, the two things I learned from that movie are, yes, you can make that movie like purposely bad, and also I kind of understand that they were making the movie like, what should we do next? Like
There's no pre-written script.
No. But they had a basic idea of we want the llama to kill people, but that's all they like.
Gotcha. Llamas from outer space, bodies everybody.
It's like playing one word story.
What?
Like one word story? Right.
Yes.
I say like a word and then you say a word and like it
quite literally
tells the story.
Yes. Like.
It's a great way to watch.
Whenever they mentioned the hot tub, so the virgin kid was like, "Oh yeah, my grandparents have a hot tub." The one black dude in the movie stands up in the circle and goes, "Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. I know you're coming. Hot tub." I was like, "What?"
That's impressive.
And don't forget about the moment where they're trying to get the virgin kid laid.
Okay,
that's a big plot of the movie is that they're trying to get the virgin kid laid
naturally.
And they were saying that there's one girl that she's a virgin like picker or cherry popper as they call her.
Gotcha.
But
what a title.
And she also likes to make sure both of their instruments get in tune. And then a smooth jazz break, boom, boom, for the entire song, like 3 minutes. Like it's two people dancing to this song for like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's really weird stoner characters. Weird, like, I'm like, oh, this is clearly like we don't know what we're doing next. We're just gonna make this up as we go.
My
along.
internet down?
I don't know. Like it says it's down, and then like a minute later it'll actually load. So, and then I look up something else and it says it's down. So I have no idea what's going on.
It's the Wi-Fi still. At least though I'm on mine, the Wi-Fi still.
Well, like it shows that it's on, but I have no idea.
But yeah, that movie was tremendous, as far as like my understanding of like C movie, or not C movie, F movies goes. Like
F-movie,
I'm like,
sure.
okay, I get it now. I get it. Like this is clearly. It makes me also scared to ever make a movie because I'm like, what if I think I'm like this visionary genius, and then what if I suck?
You
like,
always have the possibility of sucking.
right. You just shoot something, and you're like, oh, I'm not good at this.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. So I watched that. That was awful.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to have this idea, but I think it would be a lot of fun. Every movie just about has a drinking game.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to do a live watch through commentary
Yeah.
drinking game.
Should do that for Velocipaster.
Look it up. See if there's a
Maybe
drinking
I'll
game.
And I also watched American. I got a Letterbox account.
What the hell is that?
It's movie rating stuff. So you log what movie. Oh, I need to add whatchamacallit to that.
What do you think Wamageddon is rated on IMDb?
1 point
What is their scale again?
10.
10?
1 or
It's actually kind of surprising.
3.4. I don't know.
1.7.
4.1.
Are you kidding me?
Again, I think because it's so bad that it's like, oh, you guys meant to do this.
Gotcha.
Like there was weird times where they put like a fisheye lens on like two characters as they're having a conversation, just like the weird the nerdy.
I wonder, because it says it's from a university. I wonder if it's like a film university and the movie was meant to be like what not to do.
I think so.
For a movie.
It like there
That
was
would make sense.
That
Like-
that fisheye part. It was like the virgin kid just goes, "But mom, I can't do it." Like it's very like, why would you do, like, it's sudden too because it's like normal talking,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they cut into that. It's like
a weird,
Like, what are we-
like Malcolm in the Middle throw, almost.
But Malcolm in the Middle did it like intentionally. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a weird like moment of disorientation. There was no reason for that. They were having a normal conversation, and they just cranked up the audio on him saying that for no reason.
That sounds terrible.
But yeah, so yeah, Lamageddon. I watched it twice. Because the first time as I was watching it, I was like trying to like, I was either gonna make notes, but I was like also just like trying to take it all in. Second time I was like, let me try to like get exactly what happens, because I didn't get the whole like the llama like spits on the guy, turns into like, because he also was killing people, and the way they killed people was they like blew him up, but then they like clearly had like a squirt gun of like blood, and were like just like clear,
Beautiful.
like one stream of blood, like
Oh, good.
like going on there, like and they're just screaming bloody murder the entire time.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was extraordinary. So I watched that, and then but Letterboxd, you so every movie I watch, I log it. I watched American in Paris, The Tragedy of Macbeth, All Star Superman, and Fantastic Fungi.
Our weekends are spent so vastly different. from
All
each
those were
other.
pretty good.
And you talk shit to me about me saying that there's no such thing as a bad movie. I refuse to believe whatever the hell movie that was with Fungi in it.
Fantastic. Actually, no, that was kind of amazing.
God damn. Was it amazing like your Pie movie?
No. No, it's no Fantastic Fungi. It's a documentary, talking about mushrooms and
Gotcha. Oh, I've seen that documentary. That's a good
because
documentary.
like it like covers like, you know, the mycelium covers the entire forest and it connects all the trees
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they talk about psychedelics and all this like research and stuff like that. It's
Mushrooms and octopuses.
like,
I think it's just octopus.
it's not octopi. I forget. I think it's technically octopuses.
Don't like
That
that.
doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right.
Octopods.
No, that's
I
not.
feel like just octopuses sounds right.
The octopus and mushrooms are from outer space. You can't tell me otherwise.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
We're the most closely related to mushrooms, but
Yeah, how the hell are we related to mushrooms? Excuse me? That doesn't
Related to
make any
bananas too. So.
sense. Bananas aren't real.
they are. You eat them.
They're not a real fruit. We created that.
Well, yeah, the banana we eat.
Apparently, there's like, well, like obviously, but like the different breeds of banana. Apparently, there was like one that we used in the '60s or whatever, and there was like a disease that went out and killed just that type of banana. And apparently now, and the bananas we use now, the reason why we use them is because they're immune to that disease. And now there's a disease that's killing the bananas that we eat now. It's now everybody's.
Save
it's like
the
a
bananas.
secret. It's not secret, but like it's very low key on like scared about a banana shortage. I learned this on TikTok.
Oh, I also been watching Euphoria. That show's a bummer.
That's the one I wanted to get into. Are you on season 2?
Yeah, I watched the last episode.
Did you watch episode
yesterday.
5?
Yeah. Oh God.
Are you watching that?
No.
Dude.
I'm not gonna like spoil it for you, but like if you want to see an addict have a bad time,
Dude, can you talk about how good of an actress Zendaya is?
oh, she's great.
What is going on? Why is she so good?
She's fantastic. When she goes in on that one character, I was like, what? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, she like that show is rough.
It's so rough.
And this
dude.
this season's been like, well, no, this
There's
season,
no ups.
well, this season was kind of like a
No.
Well, she went down, but it's been like a things have been like okay.
Nothing good has happened this season, Evan. Think about how it started.
I mean, it started with
Homeboy breaking a bottle over dude's face.
I love Fez. He's great.
Fez is my favorite.
I want to be Fez when I grow up.
I want to be Fez right now. A bottle of Malibu over a dude's face and then just beats the crap out of him.
After talking to this super nerdy girl the entire party, he's like, "It's nice to meet you." He got her number. He was like, "It's nice to meet you." All right.
I gotta go take care of something.
And then he just talks to the guy for a second. Boom!
Like goes up to the dude and the dude's like, "Didn't last time we talked you said you wanted to kill me?" And he's like, "Hey man, you know, it's a new year." Like the ball had just dropped. He's like, the other guy, "So did you make any resolutions?" "Yeah, I made a few." Bah! Just in the middle of a party, and I was like, "Yo, that's the most gangster shit I ever seen." What?
Yeah, this whole show's been.
That's how that episode started, with his grandma.
Well, yeah, like his grandma raised him to be a drug dealer.
Yeah, but her opening scene, she just pulls up and blows a dude's knees out.
Like walks through a strip club with a gun, and she's like, "All right, blop blop, I'm taking your grandson. Goodbye."
That's it. That's how that was the scene.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then it goes through like him being raised, and then like his partner, his little brother,
Is another adopted kid.
is not adopted. The baby was collateral.
Oh yeah, I forget.
A drug addict that she was selling to was like, "I ain't got no money, but you can have my baby, and I'll come back for it." Never came back for it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
This show is so rough.
And
It's hard to watch.
Grandma called him Ashtray.
And
that's his
because he
name.
ate cigarettes out of an ashtray.
Oh.
And that's his name.
They call him Ash now.
Call him Ash.
Oof. That's
This kid's like he's like 12. Just
Two face tattoos.
Just selling Molly to high schoolers. Like that's what he does.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That show is like. Then this last episode has been like, because someone told me, not someone. I'm on this film group on Facebook, and people were talking. Yeah, of course I am. They were talking like at the end of the last episode where she was talking to Ollie, and she insulted like his like kids or whatever. Remember he like stopped her and was like, "You not talk to him like me about like, the NA guy, the mentor guy."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When she was talking to him about all that stuff and like he was like,
Yeah.
they were saying that's the beginning of the end for her, and
Yeah.
now we're on full on like running from the cops, like
Avoiding going back to. Dude, can we talk about how tense that scene was when she passed out at Homegirls? Also,
I thought she
who is that actress? The drug mom?
The main drug pin is like a 58-year-old-ish like woman,
Short white woman.
who just like, yeah, do you want a case? Do you want a case for like 5,000? You just go sell that for $7,000. We both make 1,000 profit. Okay, sure. That's her entire
Like, it's not
delivery.
deadpan. It's like, how do you describe her tone?
It's deadpan. Like there's no inflection in her voice.
There's what you think deadpan is wrong, because that is what deadpan is.
Because she also will say stuff like, "If you don't bring me my money back, I will find you, and I will sell you to someone, and you'll live a horrible life. Just so you know.
But see, even that, how he's saying it has too much inflection. Like, there is zero inflection in her voice, and she's just like, I know bad people, and they will make your life hell. And you're just like, excuse me.
It's a little.
What?
God, she is scary.
Scary. Terrifying.
Sitting in a massage chair. That's my favorite part. She gets up from a massage chair, threatens to kill a bunch of people, then goes back.
Yeah. You meet her, and she's just like, her goons are like yelling at everybody, get naked.
Get naked. Everyone get naked. That's when you know it's like crazy stuff is going on.
That's not good.
When people are
That's
just
not a
like,
good
get
situation.
naked.
I need you to get naked to know that you're not wired. What? I've done this so long that I know that you can hide a wire anywhere. So I'm just going to eliminate everything.
Only way we can be sure is that if you get completely naked right now. So, yeah, that show is...
It's intense, dude.
Yeah, this last episode was like...
And the dad on the previous episode?
Like Cassie's dad? No.
No.
Whose dad?
The one that was sleeping with the transgenders.
Oh, Nate's dad.
Nate's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that monologue was amazing.
That was so good, dude.
Dad's like a big community pillar, but he's also gay. So hard to be gay when you're when you're also big.
He like they have a cutaway scene in that the beginning of that episode of him like back in high school, and it's like he was like you get the vibes of, oh, he's quarterback, he's the number one wrestler at the high school. Oh, him and his boy, him and his best friend, like ride or die with each other, and then like as you go through it, like the way the monologue is happening, you're just like, huh, what? And then like the last scene of that part is like they go to this like low key gay bar, and then they just like
wind up kissing. They
end up making out, and you're just like, oh.
I wasn't surprised by that. I kind of figured.
I liked the development though.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like a story goes, like that's a great like.
Yeah.
That show is so.
The show's intense, dude.
It's so rough.
So rough.
I could not imagine like anyone like because that's like the things that happen in that show. I feel like that would happen like one of those things would happen in someone's life. Like one of those things, not all of them.
And the new kid,
Elliot,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like I'm just like HBO is just they're so good at casting people.
Oh yeah, that show is like perfectly cast. Like Maddie and everything is like
It's so perfectly done.
Yeah.
How many more episodes are in this season? Do you
know? The last one was
5.
No, the last season was 11. So 6 more.
Pretty hefty. Do you think it's gonna be the same amount?
Probably.
God bless. What else is gonna happen?
And after watching that episode, I was like, we just watched a drug addict run away for 45 minutes. The next episode, she's homeless. Like,
yeah,
but I think she might be back home.
I don't know, dude.
Someone's back home.
It's rough.
Yeah.
The reason I haven't started it is because I've heard from a lot of TikToks that there's a lot of bing bongs in it.
There is. So, yeah. A lot of cock and balls.
A lot of cock and balls. A lot of boobs.
Yeah.
But it's a good show. It's a really good show.
I'll
It's
probably
like
just have to watch it with
Game of Thrones.
See if I can Mia watch it.
I think she'd dig it.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Oh.
Yeah. I finally finished Shameless. Did you ever get into that one?
That's the mustache guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never.
No? You?
What is it?
Shameless? No.
I watched a couple episodes. I never like got in. I never got into it.
I can't remember how I got into it or when I got into it, but they do also a really good job of like depicting
people with terrible lives.
Yeah. Like what it's like being poor, what it's like being like Yeah, and the same thing. Like the casting is so well done, and like I can't not see. It's like the Harry Potter thing, where I can't see Daniel Radcliffe not and be like, oh, that's Harry Potter. Like, no, he's an
Right.
actor. He played Harry Potter. No, that's Harry Potter. Shut up. But like everybody on that cast is just like, no, that's Fiona. Like, that's just who you are. Like you're
like
you're Fiona.
You did that. You did that role.
The series finale was a little disappointing. Yeah,
How many seasons?
11.
Now we're watching that show.
It's worth it. It's up there in the
Look, man, I just started The Sopranos. Like I got.
for sure. I would say it's worth the dive because it really does, like you see just like the rise and fall of all the characters, and it's crazy because like season 1, like all of them were children, so it's like it's not like a How I Met Your Mother where everybody stays the same age.
Yeah.
Basically, no, it's like
The kids that were teenagers or kids whenever they started.
yeah, straight up, Liam, he was 2 when they started, and now he's like the series ended and he's 12. Like he's like a person.
Wow.
Like it's crazy to see that development.
To watch a baby grow up.
Yeah, to watch straight up watch a baby grow up, and then, alcoholics ruining their life being in shambles, because someone getting their life back together, back to shambles.
Back to shambles.
They were on the come up. Then they lost all their money. It's just like, damn, dude, like this is so rough emotionally.
Do you think with shows like that, where it shows like kids growing up, do you think they'd hire like, kind of like psychiatrists or therapists to be like, look at the script and be like, okay, because this kid is getting treated like this in the show, he's gonna end up like this in these stages of his life, based on how he's being treated. To like get on how that kid will act. That would be kind of cool.
That'd be interesting.
I think that's the hope. I think the reality is no.
Yeah.
But I think that's the hope.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because yeah, definitely that show. Like, oof. You play like Lip, the oldest brother. He's got such a strong come up. He's like stupid smart. He gets a full ride scholarship to one of the universities in Chicago, and then he becomes an alcoholic. Like it could, his mentor, the dude that he was like studying under, he finds out he's an alcoholic, and he's just like, I can't, like, my dad was an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. Like
Everything say be an alcoholic.
yeah, like I can't get away from this. So then he falls off, and then like you're like, holy shit, he had a full ride. Like that was his out, man. You were gonna be an engineer. Like you're just like, dude, you did it. But the South Side got you. Ugh. And then you just like, then for like 2 seasons, his life's in shambles. You're just like,
Weren't you in college?
like yeah, like you were in college, dude. What happened? Come on now. And then it's just like the other brother like joins the military, finds out he's bipolar, gets dishonorably discharged because he isn't medicated. He gets into a manic episode and like he like steals some shit. You're like, dude. What? But yeah, like it's some heavy lifting on like the psychosis of the individual.
But that show's like funny.
But it's also funny. It's like it's like the Scrubs style.
Yeah.
Where it's the interjected like kind of relief of like, all right, thank God, man, like we're not everything's all doom and gloom.
Because that was I guess the problem I had with that show was that like the moments where it was funny, I was like, well, this isn't the time to be funny right now.
Yeah,
like,
and that's actually the frustrating part. It's just like, Bro, why are we
Like why are we making?
why are
a
we
joke
celebrating
about
this right now?
This isn't a joke time.
What's up? Come on
It's
now.
not a good time to make a joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one the wild thing is that the series ended in 2020. So like the entire last episode is with masks.
okay.
And then but the dad, conspiracy theorist, been an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alerts, but he dies from COVID, and you're just like,
This isn't getting any better.
like damn, like that's how you died. Like that's you're I believe after watching your life, that's how you died.
This is a realistic story.
Yeah, this is a really realistic ending to how it goes for you.
Man.
But yeah, just like a couple of, they didn't tie it up the way that I wanted to, and like
After 11 seasons, it's kind of hard to do that.
kind of hard to do it. Yeah.
Like it's like there's a lot of things you can't.
The
say.
frustrating thing is that they set it up to where it's like clear, like
Yeah.
like with the Game of Thrones, like
But even then, I
you
mean,
just but I mean with a couple of their tie-ups, it's just like, oh, Jon Snow's going to live with the free people. Like you saw that scene, that makes sense. Really clear how
yeah.
Jon Snow's ending goes, but like with everybody's in Shameless, they're just like, I think this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But they did have a nice moment where like the very first episode ends with them around a bonfire. The very last episode ends with them around a car on fire. And you're like, thanks, dude. It's like, that's good planning on you guys.
A little symmetry.
A little symmetry. I appreciate it. But good show. It's worth it. I know you go through Sopranos and you won't watch it, but
Chris,
if you find the time to sit down and watch hour-long episodes of 12 episode seasons for 11 seasons, I recommend it.
what you been watching?
Well, I told you last week after we ended, I watched that Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah.
I love the acting. I love the story and everything. Just, I wasn't into it. That whole, like, musical thing.
Yeah.
It was good. Don't get me wrong. I just personally wasn't into it.
Like to me, that one was only good once I went to the piano and like transcribed some of the stuff, and I was like, like granted, the guy only wrote like 3 musicals in his lifetime, but like I'm like, oh, I kind of see like the influences and like what was going on in his life, and you can kind of see like in the musical. Like, have you seen Rent?
No, I haven't really seen any.
If you watch Rent, you'll be like, oh. There's literally like a blackout.
Isn't that the one that he made after?
Yeah. Well, because he made that weird one, then he made Tick Tick Boom, then he made Rent, and that's the big one that really took off. I mean, he died before it premiered, but
As it goes as an artist.
So
man.
wait, like, was the movie Tick Tick Boom, or
Yes.
was it about Tick Tick Boom?
the movie is the musical.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that was a little confusing. But
Yeah.
The movie is about him making that other musical that he workshopped. Like that's what Tick Tick Boom is about. Is him making that and kind of his life like before that like first workshop. But yeah, that once you start like having Stephen Sondheim like in the audience, something that you start to like. I was playing stuff. I was playing something and then I played Maria, Maria from West Side Story.
yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
oh, that's Stephen Sondheim. Like I just like oh he just took like he just took like,
one of the most famous songs ever
and just wrote it a little
reworked
differently
it,
and was
yeah.
like, yep, this is my song. Like, not that John Larson's a hack, but like, but yeah, like it's a you start to really kind of understand that whole, and it's a little bit like a like that like, oh, we're artists in New York kind of like thing.
Hey, that
Like,
was another
if
thing,
you aren't an artist in New York, it kind of doesn't make any like sense. Sometimes.
and like I said, like Andrew Garfield's performance was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
They can sing like heck.
Yeah,
Hell of a voice.
Yeah.
but So 2 movies we watched was one. They're both on Netflix. Yeah. One was Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Just recently came out. That one.
Did you like it or not like it? I'm interested to know. You didn't like it?
I don't know. Like, I wanted to like it, but I never wanted a movie to end more bad than I wanted that movie to end. Because what got me torn was like the main 2 characters was like the acting was amazing. They took like the situation super seriously, and just everybody in the movie else was just like felt like a comedy movie.
Right. Yeah.
So it threw everything off, and it just felt very weird.
That's what everyone's complaining about that movie is that it's a tonal like it's a tonal mess. No one knows if it's serious or not.
Yeah,
It's like is this, especially at the like.
Me and Mia explained it as it's like Office humor, the Office show.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm not watching it.
Watch it. It's good. It's good. It's a metaphor, but like
I know it's a metaphor.
You should watch it. Do you know who the 2 main characters are?
It's Johnny Depp and
no, Jennifer
movie.
Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know
Yeah.
why I always say the wrong names for. I don't know why I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Both of their like performances in that movie was amazing, but it was the fact that everybody else was like, it was like a comedy movie to them, but they were serious. It just threw the thing off. And then we watched Mr. Right. It's an older movie.
Yeah, with Kate, not Kate.
The girl from Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
I don't know her name.
Anna Kendrick?
Thank you.
You seen that one?
No.
It's good.
It was really good.
I know.
Mr. Right?
It's a really good rom-com.
It's about
I
like
need a new rom-com anyway.
It's a good one.
it's like a hitman, and he's not like trying to settle down, but he just like runs into her and he's like, "Hey, we should go on a date. I also kill people," and she's just like, "Okay."
That's a good one. It's very. I mean, Anna Kendrick plays Anna Kendrick.
Yeah. She is kind of a one note. She's a
Great.
I'm saying she twists hard.
Oh, she does?
Halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And it was kind of terrifying.
Yeah. That's a really good one if you're looking for another rom-com. The Wrong Missy.
The Wrong Missy.
That one was hilarious.
That one's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one I saw was Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, good
so
one.
I'm like,
Wrong Missy is great to watch with friends too.
Yeah.
By the way,
okay.
it's that's when I watched it. It was with friends.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I've also been watching Daredevil still.
Oh yeah.
God,
Where
I
you
think
at
we're
with it?
halfway through season 2.
Okay.
Punisher is in the hospital right now. He just announced that to the judge that he wasn't guilty
Okay.
when he was supposed to say that he was guilty.
Right.
And that scene where he's like sitting at the tombstone, like for like 10 minutes, just explaining his family and like what happened to them, and like he says about his daughter of he's holding her in her arms and there's meat spilling out of what her face used to be. I'm like, that's gruesome. Like,
It's brutal.
Have you seen the Punisher show?
no,
Yeah.
but I knew as soon
It's-
as like I saw the Punisher, I was like, whoa, I was
Oh,
not
it's-
expecting that.
Dude.
That show is like
That's,
I bet.
If
I've
there's
seen-
any show that I'm angry that Netflix canceled, it's that one.
I bet that's good after
it,
seeing what
it
I've
might
seen.
not. I think they put season 4 for Daredevil is coming back.
I know
Yeah.
Daredevil's coming back, but I don't know if
They might have Punisher come back because like that show was like
and you want to talk about
heavy.
most on the nose casting, like
Oh yeah,
he is so goddamn good.
I'm trying to remember the actor Frank Castle. I can't remember the actor's
I don't know
name.
his actor's name. Can you please look that up?
Something like Peter.
I always think Frank Grillo, and it's not him.
No,
Frank Grillo was in The Punisher.
Pete. Is it
Look it
Pete?
up on my phone.
It's not Pete.
Bobby.
Shut up. Stop that. It's not Pete.
No, his like fake name was Pete.
John
Or something.
Berthel.
John Bernthal. Yeah,
Bernthal.
yeah, John Bernthal. Yeah,
Jigsaw is in that movie.
yeah,
Show?
yeah.
It's such a good show.
Yeah, Punisher is.
Karen show.
Such a rough show.
Yeah, she is. She's like his love interest in in Punisher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. They just got together.
Yeah. Spoilers.
And then I'm caught up on Book of Boba Fett. Episode 6 had me all over the place.
So I'm not caught up. I know that Cork Vanth like shows up and stuff from the blue guy.
Oh, Cad Bane.
Cad Bane, yeah. Cad Bane shows up.
I was not expecting that. He shows up at the very end of the episode.
Oh, really?
Right.
And so they're on Tatooine. Do you care if I mean, you already know.
Yeah,
So-
I know the yeah.
Spoiler alerts, 3, 2, 1.
The dude that had Boba Fett's armor in Mandalorian,
Yeah.
he's there. And he's talking to the guy in the town. All of a sudden it pans, and it's just his Cad Bane's silhouette off in the distance. And I was like, no way. Because Cad Bane was one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars. Like, as far as like the villain side of things, I was like, there's no way they actually put him in this show for this. And they did.
Yeah, that show. After the first episode, I was like, because the first episode was kind of
First episode
okay.
was rough.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Second episode was like, okay. And then
Really? Okay.
I need to go ahead and binge it. That's what I might do that before the
the finale's tomorrow.
before the game.
Damn, already?
Before the
Super
game. Yeah, it's a short series. Yeah, seven
Seven.
episodes. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Episode 3 was really sad.
Ooh, excuse me.
I know like Grogu's in like an episode or something like that. Like Grogu and Luke show up or something.
The previous episode literally was just Jon Favreau just playing with Star Wars.
I'm gonna make him.
There's
And then Ahsoka comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Boom, boom.
Jon Favreau's the...
episode 5 is literally just.
Are you on still?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just yeah.
Episode 5 is literally just an episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah. That's what I heard. It was just like, Mando just shows up. It's like, okay, I get it.
Hold on. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, the last 2 episodes have been like, because it's all been about Boba Fett, and the last 2 episodes are just like, okay, like
Boba Fett's there, I guess.
shows up for the last 2 minutes.
See, and I thought the whole show was gonna be the first episode. I thought it was gonna be like the whole like a long like journey of him getting to being the new king or whatever
Which-
he is now.
Part of it is, but it's the backstory ends in like episode 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll watch it. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
It gets better as you go.
go and
Definitely.
get caught up on it.
All right. Well, anything else, boys?
No.
I think this weekend we're gonna watch. I don't remember the name, but it has Tom Holland in it on Netflix. It's like The Devil Is Always Watching or something.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's definitely. It's not like a supernatural horror thing, but it's like it's like realistic sad. It's like, oh, this is just a kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. Like don't prepare to be like, ooh, let's be happy after it.
I figured because I watched the trailer, I was like, this looks kind of intense. Like,
yeah, it's pretty. There's some stuff in it. It's like.
because we were
I
gonna
don't
watch
wanna
it
watch
over
that
like
right now.
FaceTime, and I was like, I think we should watch this one like while we're together.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy, and watching it with a significant other is something. The mood is definitely there's no mood after that. It's very just let's just sit here. Oh man.
All right. Well, appreciate you, boys. Everybody at home, hope you enjoyed. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Let's go, Joe Shiesty.
Let's go, Joey B. Let's go, Joe Breezy.